So is it already rolling?
Yeah, everything's hotter.
No.
You guys have live mics, everything.
I'm sorry.
So I just literally called the whole like 69 bit.
Oh shit.
Man, but you guys are fucking in an empire, fool. How the fuck you feel about that shit?
I'm not in an empire.
Hey, bro, anything that can motivate my little girl to one day go to school. Because goddamn, bro, you can't sing. I'm sorry. Yeah, anything that motivates my little girl to go to school, I'm gonna show her. Mija, you want to end up like that? You end up like that? No, then okay. Then go to school.
You think you can
go
sing?
You think you can
sing better than that?
No,
I started my first year, maybe a year and 4 months of doing stand up. It was out in like the Riverside area, but only because I lived in San Bernardino at that time. But
yeah.
It's not like, oh, that's my dream to live in San Bernardino. I had to live there, you know what I mean? And
Te llevaron, güey.
Yeah.
It's not that I wanted.
What about those cousins that are like, yeah, I'm from Compton, food, but like my mom, she sent me over here.
Oh yeah, that's what happened to us. That's what happened to us. But my brother, because he was a gang member, you know.
Yeah, dog.
But you know, now I came back, baby, and I'm fucking
bro,
South
you were fucking out, and you still come back.
What?
Come on, bro, you're out. Get out. Keep moving forward, bro.
Nah, bro, fuck that.
No, here's
like, from going from like this area to that way. I'll go that way.
Yeah,
that way,
it's
but
not a good move.
Not fucking to Rock City over there.
It was.
What do you say?
Bedrock over there.
Bedrock para allá.
Para allá, wait, no mames, wait. Just one freeway where you just see people pass by and like, hey, take.
Goddamn, bro.
Every time you drive, all you hear is that. People help.
Or everybody you meet up is like, I used to live over here. Everyone has a used to live.
Oh yeah, everybody that lives over there. Oh yeah, I used to live in LA.
So you always lived out here?
Yeah, Linwood.
You're Linwood,
East
baby.
LA, that's it.
When Linwood is East LA, that's
LA.
crazy. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
now I get scared, bro. Now I get scared. Like I lived in South Central, Watts, Compton, but now I come back and go, I don't know, bro, because I don't know nobody.
Oh yeah, fool.
You understand, bro? Like,
scary.
and I knew what we used to do to people like me.
Yeah.
So I used to do it, and I know. Oh, baby, no, stay in the car, chill. Like, what do you do? Just chill the fuck out.
Loki, I'm doing great. I grew up in South Central, and I literally now I live across the tracks. You know what I mean? We got palm trees and shit now, so I'm fucking.
Hey, fool, you'll be surprised the little difference that some train tracks could do to
just the street sweeper, bro. Just the fact that they come, you're glad you get a ticket. You're like, fuck, thank you, bro. As long as you get those mattresses out of the fucking bed.
You know how I'm
doing. As long as you wake up those fucking bums, I don't give a fuck how you do it. God damn,
you
bro.
know I'm doing good because I go back to my old neighborhood to buy my drugs. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I have to go back.
You have to support, bro. You have to
support.
I'm like, they don't even sell it here. Like that's how you know it's a good neighborhood. You know.
Well, today in the Little Runways podcast, we got the homies from American Illegals podcast.
What's up, man?
You got Richard Villa comedy. You've seen them on other podcasts like Tom Segura en Español. You've seen them on Comedy Central. You've seen them. He just did Moon Tower. He just like
he just did Moon Tower Comedy Festival. A lot of shit, man. It's been 20 years. It's been 20 years, so you collect a lot of the fucking shit that we're still here. Yeah. We're still fucking rocking and rolling, bro.
And then we got the fucking San Bernardino / Southgate legend right here at Nestle.
What's up?
This fool's fucking doing comedy like all over the LA County and the fucking Riverside. Riverside is in the Inland Empire, right?
Yeah.
Inland Empire, yeah. You can find fucking Ernesto either selling merch at the Superior or at the fucking next comedy show. He's gonna be hosting the Monster Mash here in Linwood with Insomnia Athlete. Those fools are fucking like they're piping it up, the comedy here in Linwood, bro.
Yeah,
it's like no one has ever really done comedy in Linwood.
What is this thing you're doing?
So
tell me the concept of this.
Like, hey,
I believe
this thing you speak of.
I believe last month
let me see.
We did a show. They just booked me to be on a show, some backyard, basically. You know,
is this the barbecue thing?
No.
There's another one.
We went to that one.
We went to that other one. Went to a barbecue.
Okay, so I'm not imagining.
I'm not. Okay. You know, not. Hey, you guys had good barbecue. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And
yo, that barbecue was fire.
It was.
I'm not lying. That's fire.
You know. It's a rough crowd. You know what I mean? It's a tough crowd. I was performing. I was performing, and I could literally hear like this is how shitty our sound system was. Well, we're performing, and then somebody turned on their Bluetooth at the house next door, and I heard that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
they connected.
Yeah, and I was like, word?
iPhone connected.
You're like, what the
like
fuck?
Word? In the middle of my set right now.
Oh shit, that one connected. Dog.
But this is this other one in Linwood, dude. That shit was cool. A lot of cool people.
Yeah,
it was 420 friendly. It was like some cool dude. He's like a physical trainer out here that stays out here. insomniac athlete.
That was sick. For Ruben Ventura. That was sick. Yeah, dog. Linwood is Linwood, bro. I always tell people I'm from Compton area because they don't know where Linwood's at. You know, even they're like, I lived in LA all my life. Like, no, you haven't, bro.
Oh, yeah.
No, you haven't, dog. And then a lot of fools, real fools, would be like, that's not Linwood food. That's like Long Beach. It's like, nah, dog. That's not LA. That's fucking Long Beach. Like, nah, dog. We're LA, bro.
Bro, when it comes to taxes, I guarantee you, everybody knows where the fucking line is. Nah, motherfucker, that's a Long Beach tax. I'm in Compton. Remember all that shit you were talking about? No, motherfucker. Dude, become a homeowner and you'll know. I know, motherfucker. I'm in Long Beach. Yeah, why? Because you're bullshit.
I'm on this side of Atlantic.
Yes. Look, we're out there in San Bernardino with our mask off. You're over here going, motherfuckers, you pieces of shit.
Yeah, the other day I was in Corona, food. I don't think that's Inland Empire, is it?
Yeah, San Bernardino County, right?
And then I was in there with a mask in like an AutoZone, and fucking everybody looked at me like I was dirty. And shit. Like, motherfucker, you're dirty, dude.
Yeah, because that's who wear masks.
You gotta eyeball it. The sick people you gotta take the mask with you and just see what everyone else is doing, and then you fucking
you figure that shit out. Yeah, fucking but yeah, dog. Moon Tower Comedy Festival for you. Like that's low key like a staple in comedy right now. That's a fucking that's a sick ass venue to do, bro. How was that shit?
It was great because it's like you go to a summer camp and you see all your friends. Does that make any sense? Yeah. Like you get there and then it's Brad Williams, Tom Segura, and all the guys from the store, all the guys from the Improvs. And then they start introducing you to like, oh, this is my buddy, this is my friend. And you're mixing literally with producers, directors, showrunners, managers, and everybody's seeing your material. You just go to play. And it's so supportive because other comedians will just go and run. Hey, I'm going to go see this guy. All right, well, I'm going to go see Brad Williams over here. All right, cool. I'll see you later.
All right, cool.
And then we'll meet up again at night. So at night, then there's these after parties where that's where you go.
Fuck, I'm talking
69.
So, and we usually book something like Jenny 69 straight from Riverside. But it's good, bro, because...
That was that song you came out to or what?
No, of course. Not yet. I didn't drop yet. It didn't drop, but I would have, Jenny. I would have fucking.
Yeah, fool. It's fucking crazy. Like all the successes that some of like these people, like now I'm gonna say these people. That's kind of fucked up, right? Like the comedians now in LA right now, like they're seeing the like when the pandemic hit, comedy went to a halt. And then people started to do their own thing. Like we did the podcast. You guys started branching out and going to open mics. This guy's a savage open micer. This one went hard.
I still do mics as often as possible. I try to stay as busy as possible throughout the day, and then I don't have to be in here. You know what I mean? Right. I don't have to be in my head with myself. So I just schedule myself for as much shit as possible and try to stay busy. But I'll do shows, and then right after shows, I'll go to an open mic. You know what I mean? I'm like, let me get up again. It's and they're coming back, so I just gotta be out there doing spots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then you got fucking not only comics, fool, you got businesses and all that shit, and fucking with Hispanic Heritage Month, the Little Brown Boys have been like spotlighting all these fools that are doing like great things for the community, like. Not even just this little community food, like my Latinos all around the LA County, like putting food on the map, making salsas, like fucking the Go Mafia just did a cabrito in downtown LA, like a whole cabrito, like the cameras are out. Once the cameras are out and like people are actually like go and driven because of you're the attraction, that's like an accomplishment, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, like you being at Moon Tower in Texas, that's fucking hard as fuck, bro.
No, let's take it even further. Doing a Spanish show. In Moon Tower.
Oh, he was the
first bunch of ways and cabrones and fucking toma.
And he was the first one. Why is the first ever Spanish comedy show in the Moon Tower Festival? So now we're in contacts to talk and see if we can develop a recurring thing in every festival. Orale. So for me, that's always been my mission. Since day one, I always wanted to bring Spanish comedy here because I didn't want to do it in Mexico.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you were doing it in Mexico all the time, right?
I was doing it in Mexico, but then I said, why do I want to do it over there? We have so much raza over here. We can do it over here. And it works. People go to these Spanish shows. So now they're looking at the market going, yeah, bro, there's people that speak Spanish and English that would go to these fucking shows. Yeah. Tom Segura proving it.
Yeah, he's doing he has a Tom Segura en Español.
Watching him do it. Like, we went to a show, Irvine Improv.
Yeah.
I went over to hang out with Rich and and just obviously try to fucking let me see if I can meet Tom Segura.
Can I get a picture? Can I get a picture?
Fangirling out and shit.
And luckily, like he's so chill. He's like, all right, come to the pod. Like he's gonna meet you guys, you know. So he hooked it up and stuff. But just watching him alone, watching him do stand up, because I've been such a fan of Tom for many years, and I know how he does stand up in English. You know, but you don't even think about it, right? But then when he does it in Spanish, I'm like paying attention. And it's the same thing, but he somehow figured out how to just do it in Spanish. You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be it's a whole nother type of comedy, a whole nother thing. Because I mean, I had no experience with Spanish comedy. You know, up until I met Richard. You know,
I've seen him do some Spanish comedy. That shit it's tough, dog.
It looks hard.
It's hard, bro. You gotta think fast on your toes. Like I still think of words in English and still gotta like flip them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this fool's out here fucking like, oh yeah, see me, huh? Like going with like
full hours and shit.
It's literally like singing, bro. Like Mexican, the language of Mexico. Yeah, it has like a rhythm.
So that's where I was. Okay, I'm glad you see it. So this is where I'm going with this. People that hear me in Spanish that don't know me understand that rhythm in Spanish. There is a certain tone. There's a certain rhythm, and if you hit that rhythm, people just follow you and just constantly laugh with you.
Yeah.
Tom Segura in English has a rhythm. If you really pay attention to his set, he really has a rhythm. And we laugh already and he sets us up and you can almost pick up the rhythm.
Yeah.
And so what he does is he then translates his stuff in Spanish, uses the same rhythm, and it works.
Basically.
Everything's good so far, right?
This is the dissecting Tom Segura's.
Well, because I sit there and I watch him.
Yeah.
Because I'm helping him with some of his stuff. So I watch him. I'm trying to help the guy. And I'm telling him, everything is awesome. Your audience exactly understands everything you're saying. This is a problem. This is your audience.
Oh, so then
you are trying to go to a bigger market. I want to set my mom in this audience.
Oh, okay. I get you.
And I want my mom to go,
oh yeah, making all right.
Okay, see, making your fans laugh in Spanish is easy. Make my mom laugh in Spanish.
Making the elders laugh. Period.
Or even the young guys from Mexico just laugh and they get it.
Not your demographic.
Not your demographic. People that would never have seen you. I think that's the next step for Tom. I think Tom should really put himself in front of that audience to measure his real comedy. Like now, these people don't know you, so. Could you deliver?
Do you think
because they throw me in front of them and they don't know me and I still make them laugh. So if I can make them laugh without them knowing me, I mean nobody knows me. When I go up, they just say Richard Villa. Mm-hmm. My job now is to make them laugh. I want him to do the same thing with an audience that doesn't know him. So prepping these Spanish shows, I don't know when, but I'm always gonna leave that door open for Tom. And I tell Tom, you should just pop in.
Orale.
Because if you just pop into one of my Spanish shows, that audience wasn't there for you. They don't even know you, but now they're gonna crack up, and you're gonna get a real feel for a real audience.
Now that you fucking mentioned that, like I think Spanish comedy is a comedy that you can tag team some fool like come in and riff on each other like easily. I don't think it's easy for like English comedy
like bumping mics, you know that?
Bumping mics, but like those are New Yorker Bumpy Mike's was awesome.
You're talking something like albur. Un albur.
Yeah, I'm talking about albur, yeah.
Como con lo que estamos hablando hace rato. What things we were talking about. Cuando llueve, ¿qué quieres ver? ¿Ver gotitas o ver gototas?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
¿Qué quieres ver?
Yeah.
¿Qué quieres ver? Y tú dices, no sé, pues ver gototas. Okay. You know what I mean?
Para que se mueva uno.
So, in Mexico, you can do that. The double entendre, they call it.
Yeah.
You know? And so now you're basically...
right
doing
like,
the other
guy.
guy.
I even in my own fucking show, I got shouted out. I don't want to tell you.
How do you still find because I mean, experience with stand up? Mm-hmm. You have hella. You do your fucking podcast every fucking as much as you can. Yeah, but
that's different, bro. Like I just said, I can't really join in on this conversation because I'm still open micer. Like.
How do you prepare to when you go into like an open mic and stuff like that? Because how often do you have these conversations with like you get to talk stand up and shit?
Oh, not really. I don't really get to talk because like you've you've met me, fool. Like the first time I ever hung out, fool, we went to a bar and like we went to a bar with open micers, and then I left to the restroom and they asked him, "Damn, why is Franky so aggressive? Like, is he mad?" And he's like, "Nah, he's just from Linwood." Like
that's an explanation.
Yeah, but it makes sense because a lot of fools that I've met, like out here, like it's an aggressive city, you know, like not in the way that you think like we're all tough or anything. I don't really sugarcoat anything for anybody. I'll tell you what it is. Like, oh, hey, well, how did I do? That shit was whack. Period. You know? Mm-hmm. And that's the end of my statement. And like people be like, oh, like why are you like I'm not your mom, I'm not your dad, I'm not your fucking cousin. You know?
Don't ask me, bro.
Yeah, just don't ask me. And fucking like when it comes down to what he just asked me about, like how do I approach comedy and how do I have these conversations? I really don't have these conversations with most people, just him. And then when I approach comedy as an open micer, I write on my spare time, but then I make topic points. Yeah. Like real quick topic points. And I guess
you try to riff on them.
I try to riff on them, and then I remember my jokes on stage, and then I just do the highlighted part of my joke because there's a lot of words into a joke, but then the punchline. You know, I remember the punchline, and then I work with that. I don't know, bro. I have autism, I think.
No, I was having to because the other time when we did
I fucking ate a bag.
Yeah, it's so hard, bro. Dude. It was. So
I had first of all, like they had like Friday Night Lights, bro. Those shits were like, you can hear the buzzing and the light bulb, you know. And I fucking went up there and I was talking shit about all these fools, and I went up there and and then I fucked up for like heckling.
That's what happened, dude. Like you was like heckling the whole time. Like it wasn't like nefarious or anything or mean. You were just you know, like you throwing a tag or you just fuck around like with the person on stage. It's a late mic, right? Yeah. Everyone's there just doing it's like midnight already. You know, everyone's getting up. So he's like, everyone's starting to be like, all right, dude, fucking you get up here. Yeah, you know what I mean? Right, that's what happened. And then he fucking get up there, and then
he went up there.
Then
he
got up there.
Fucking ate shit.
And then it was like,
but I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It was funny. It was funny. It was a good fucking time, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed watching you struggle up there. I had a good time.
Yeah, and then I fucking shout out to like all the comedians that we like, La Smilf, Angela Cordes, and all them. They're always like laughing at me, like. Talking shit, like, all right, you remember that one time? Because they were there. But yeah, for the LA comedy scene is tight. I like it. I like doing comedy. Like, you know, in the beginning of the year, I told myself, fuck it, I'm gonna go hard this year on my passion, which is like comedy, and for 1 year consecutively pushing myself. There's days where I don't even want to do shit, bro.
For sure.
I don't want to edit. I don't want to even go to work. I still get my ass up. I go to work, come back. I'm up to like 2, 3 in the morning. 4 coffees deep, you know, maybe 1 brew, I don't know, and fucking just get it done, you know? And then the next day, I get reminded by a lot of people. I constantly get reminded, even with Pancho, like, oh, that shit was funny, bro. And that's all I want. That's literally all I want. I don't want nobody to be like, yeah, you guys are sick. I want, is it funny? That's literally it.
You know, it's crazy because, like, in the beginning, you, like, I remember that too, like, sitting down and like having to put in hella work because I'm like fucking motivated. Yeah. And I was just talking to him about this earlier. I was talking to him about earlier where it's just like now it just feels like it gets easier to perform and to write and to be funny. It gets easier, but then you just have to do more work because now you got to put in extra work. And now it's easier, right? It's like you got to put more weight on, and it never stops. And then thinking about Richard, where I'm just like, he has a whole schedule planned out for like weeks in advance, and he's gonna fucking time restrictions.
He's quiet right now. He's like, you guys are bitches.
I'm looking at this, going like, you think it's gonna get easier, motherfuckers? Get the fuck out now, bitches.
You only have to work harder.
You guys sound like straight bitches.
Straight bitches, bro. I'm like, god damn, motherfucker. Back in my day, we didn't have Facebook, bitch. We didn't have Instagram.
I listened to like...
You have to be talented. The fuck are you guys crying about, bro? We had talent.
I know, and then like, you know, I love like seeing people go up there and kill it, bro. Don't get me wrong, fool. I'm not one of those fucking... Like this fool, I've seen this fool like murder. I'm right there clapping just as much, and fucking like I said, Monster Mash, October 9th here in Linwood. That show was all fire, bro. Wasn't it the last one they had? That show was fire, bro.
And they let me go for like I think I was supposed to do like a 10-minute set.
Yeah,
I ended up doing like 20 minutes and just fucking going in, bro. It was sick. It was a sick ass set. Everybody was into it.
And it's local, bro. And then you could buy your tickets and they have brew and you're gonna have a good time. And this fool's out here fucking selling merch and shit. Like, so you're gonna see people hustle and like what it takes to be a comedian and all that stuff. And there's no knocking merch, fool. Fuck shit. I bought some. I don't give a fuck. I buy merch all the time. I'm like, yeah, dog, give me whatever you got. Let me get two. That's it, dog. And then it's like,
I would rather wear a shirt that says, "Where'd you get it?" Oh, it's my boys.
Yeah.
Then go, "Oh, I got it at Walmart or I got it at Target," or wear nothing.
Yeah.
Like I made it a point, and my wife says, "You're just like a picture." I said, "I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna wear a big old brand or anything else. I wear shit that has no brand, and or my logo."
Do you worry how much, since you're I'll say it, a successful fucking comic? How much do you worry about your image and
your haircuts and shit? Like
because you always fucking fresh. We're always fresh. Fade, lined up all the time.
No. But no, that's just being clean, bro. That's just normal. What the fuck? What happens in Linwood, bro? You guys don't have haircuts? The fuck? I mean, this is normal shit. It's called grooming. It's you guys get pedicures too, right? Or you guys are vicious?
I don't know about a pedicure.
All right, never mind.
I don't go to the pedicure spot.
Maybe I went to bougie, but
what is it? What is it?
It's like a pediatrician's like a child doctor. Baby? That's a child's doctor.
You don't know no pediatrician.
Uñas enterradas all over my feet, dog. I don't give a fuck.
Is that why you shaved? You had to go to the doctor?
I know.
He had to get in still.
I be hating that shit. Like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm old.
13.
I'm fucking old, bro. But
but it seems like because you're just like, I made a conscious decision to only wear like fucking like blank shirts and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, do you have like an image? Do you feel like you have to look like your headshot?
No, I don't. But it helps. You know what? When you're auditioning, if you look nothing like your fucking headshot, that's bullshit, dude. That's like fucking catfishing.
That's the same thing on agent. Tinder.
Yeah, you're like, oh, come on, bro. Really? Look at this. This was 20 years ago, Dick. Like, are you still using this headshot? So I have
60 pounds on you, big dog.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got an agent. The agent tells me, yeah, you should get all these headshots. So I have like a box of headshots. He says, I'm going to blow you up. This is it. And we're going to do this. And so this is about maybe 17, 16 years ago.
Damn.
Okay. And I'm like, with all these fucking headshots,
that's even even like gayer now. Like taking pictures of, like you had to pay a guy to take pictures. Yeah. Now, like everybody has pictures, so it's like it doesn't seem as like you're full of yourself. But back then, if you were like, I gotta get these pictures of me in different outfits.
Why does he have 10,000 headshots of himself?
What kind of
guy? Put your face in front of like a fucking like Kinko's printed like mixtape cover, like gay.
So now I'm fucking 50 pounds heavier, fucking 20 years older. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with these headshots? Give him out of my funeral? What the fuck?
I know. It's so like you're actually absolutely right. Now that I think about it, I lived in that, like I got to see the transition between like physical to digital.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So like I still have like some CDs somewhere like around here. And I just went to like a 2000s party and they gave like souvenir CD players.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, that's fucking sick, bro. And then I was like, I put it on and I'm like, I need a fucking 50 Cent The Massacre CD right now. I have that shit. Mm-hmm. So like you talking about like how hard it was back in the day with comics had to like burn their comedy onto a CD and then do a set. Come off the set, be in the fucking parking lot, and be like, "Oh, I got my CDs for $10, $5, fucking for free." If
I know a dude who he printed out a bunch of Blu-rays a while back, and he just finished selling them. You know what I mean? And it's literally like, "Hey, dude, I know it took a while, but fuck it, you invested in yourself, and you sold every single fucking Blu-ray. You know what I mean? I don't care if it was a little late, you fucking did it, bro, killing it. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
It was back then too. It seems like you had to wait on like I don't know how the fuck you did it, but back then, like I don't know shit about it, but back then it seems like you had to wait on somebody to be like, it's your fucking you kid, I'm gonna blow you up. Oh no, bro. You're gonna be the guy.
There's always some guy in the back with a cigar and a fucking
I like it.
I want pictures of Spidey. You know?
Yeah.
You're in. Come on.
You got it, kid.
It wasn't that, and we were discussing this earlier. What happened with me was this. I was here off of, is it Linwood? Off of the Atlantic and Imperial.
Yeah, right here, dog.
Yeah, Iztapa. There was a restaurant called Iztapa. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's where Jeff Garcia came and saw me, and I packed out the place, and I was doing comedy maybe 3 years.
Estapa
Bar and Grill, and we used to do comedy shows. That was
his big break.
Okay, that was my big break because Jeff Garcia showed up. He did a spot, and I said, "Bro, like, I want to pay you some gas money." Somebody says, "Nah, just give me some tacos." I was like, "Oh, dude, that's dope." And so I got him some tacos, and he's like, "Dude, who packed it?" I said, "Me." He says, "You want to do the Hollywood Improv?" I was like, "All right."
Oh, that's back in Jimmy Neutron days.
Yes, back in Jimmy Neutron days.
I just met Jeff Garcia recently, and I was just like, yeah, Jimmy Neutron was tight.
Peak Sheen.
Peak Sheen. And so we go to the Hollywood Improv. Clark is there, the manager, and he says, "All right, you got Friday nights, 10 o'clock. Became a huge hit, bro. Like, we were selling out every freaking night. And it just ran for 10 years after that. So being in that environment, the whole story is being in that environment is where the jobs are. Nobody's going to come to Linwood and hire you guys.
Oh, for sure.
Nobody's going to go to Riverside to hire you guys. Okay? You have to go to Hollywood. You have to hang out with that audience. You have to demand to get spots and call in because this is a problem. And I'll be honest with you guys, as Latino comics, you guys are pussies. You guys are fucking pussies. You don't have the balls to go to Hollywood. You guys don't have the balls because you feel uncomfortable, because you feel like you don't belong there.
Oh, yeah.
Go hang out
I certainly
there.
feel uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable right now. All right, you want to get to the nitty-gritty, motherfucker? Let's get to the nitty-gritty.
But it's easy. It's easy to do a fucking rinky-dinky show here, and I'm not calling it down or anything, but I'd rather do an Estapa bar and I'd rather do this than try to my luck in Hollywood. Meaning, if you guys really got together and you guys focused on one major comedy club and you guys all helped each other in promoting it and being legit and putting everybody on a schedule, on a monthly schedule, and it's going to be a weekly show, and you guys did it as a showcase. But in one of the major clubs, you would have producers showing up. This is why. Producers are lazy. Lazy people don't want to get out of the fucking city. If you're not in Hollywood, I don't want to see it.
And overtake a fucking comedy club.
Basically.
The only way I've seen it work.
Hey.
The only way.
All right, guys. That's how white people do it, baby.
I don't want the stage time. I want his life.
Ring me his
Savages,
head.
Bro.
Ring me his head.
Fuck.
But that's how you do it, bro. You have to fucking put asses in seats.
Dude,
but do it where people
from this day
can see
forward, I vouch to demand to be put on at these fucking clubs. You hear me? Fucking... Well, I don't know. I don't know any producer names at the clubs. But...
I mean, like I said, bro.
Now you know when you would know. Okay, let me ask you a question. You know, I mean, do you know who books the Laugh Factory?
No.
Okay, don't answer. Do you know who books the Laugh Factory?
I can't imagine it's Jamie Masada.
No, it's not. But do you know?
Then no.
Okay.
The rumors are wrong.
So here you go. Before you can get booked into the place, you have to know the guy that books it. The way you will learn that information is hang out at the Laugh Factory.
Like I got to meet some producers one time. I was hanging out at a food spot, and then I know the guy. I'm not gonna say the spot because they're getting ready to do some fucking crazy shit. But the guy was like, "Oh yeah, this is that kid I was talking to you about," and I'm just like, "The fuck?" Like I turn around and I said that out loud, and he's like, "Where you from?" Like just like you, the cigar fucking. Hey, where you from, kid? And I'm just like, I'm not. First of all, I'm not a kid, motherfucker. And then it's like I got to talk to them and like, damn, that's how. And like how you told me one time, you're like, that's how you really talk, huh? Like I'm like, yeah, I talk, fool. What the fuck? And fucking the same thing. They're like, oh man, this guy's a character between like all them fools, and I'm just like, I felt picked on, and I just started capping on them. Like I just started going at them, and then like those fools like, oh yeah, you're funny. And then I just told them, oh well, here, follow my podcast at least. That's all I would get. But then they just hit me up recently, like something about like some comedy event. But hopefully it goes through. I don't know. Don't know yet. But yeah, you're right.
He doesn't have Tourette's, people. I know in the camera you can't see it. You look crazy right now, bro. You look fucking crazy, dude.
He did look like he was
like, why the fuck is he?
All right, so I put Spider-Man right here, and they're fucking me up, bro.
This was said, so they're gonna call. I don't know if.
Yeah, they're gonna call.
I don't know if they.
When does he have a nervous twitch?
Yeah, bro. I have fucking. I'm so autistic, awkward. I think I am on the spectrum.
I can't tell, bro. I cannot tell. You disguise it really well.
Nah, I'm on the spectrum, dog. I focus in on shit like Spider-Man and shit like Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's literally what I wanted to talk about during the podcast with you guys. Just the do's and don'ts of comedy, and obviously like do you recommend like us comedians, like a new upcoming comic, do you recommend me to, and whatever, you're in the fucking game for a while, bro. What the fuck, you're well known. But do you recommend for anyone who wants, like, to open to do this comedy thing, if they think they got it, like, would you recommend to do these backyard gigs or like these little shows, or would you just go straight to the fucking big leagues and just fucking marinate with the sharks and shit?
I'll tell you this. In order for you to get booked, if your interest is with the clubs, you need to get in contact with who books the club and then build a relationship with the people there. That's the only way you're going to get in, guys. It's nepotism to the max. You understand? Mm-hmm. They're going to favor their own comics until you become a favorite staple of that place. If that's your goal, if that's something,
bitch.
Listen,
I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
If 5 years down the drain.
Well, I mean, if you would have spent those 5 years in one of the clubs, were you willing to invest all that time?
Fuck. You podcast with the guy, bro. What the fuck?
I ain't come here to get discouraged, Richard. No, that's true though. It is true.
If you want to, if that's something, I don't give a shit.
It's true. No, it's
and
true.
Maybe I was spoiled because at 3 years into comedy, I was already at the Hollywood Improv doing my own show, but I never gave a shit about saying, "Oh, I did the story." There's so many people go, "But your name's not at the store wall." I go, "Bro, I have a show on Amazon Prime."
Yeah.
Fucking none of these guys have any of that shit.
What was your biggest like achievement in stand-up where you were like, "Damn, I fucking made it right now"?
You were on the
was it when you were on TMZ or what?
TMZ on pedo.
On pedo.
Like Richard Villa, we're catching up with him.
I'm peeing and shit. Oh man, come on, bro. You saw what pee like that, bro? It was cold.
Talking about soccer for no reason.
Biggest moment. I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of moments. I can't put one. I mean, the show was a great moment, putting together 8 episodes and doing it in Spanish. I think me accomplishing that just because I went to the beginning. You understand? I was already doing comedy for 10 years. I was at the Hollywood Improv for 10 years with my show, and by then I had already accumulated television, film.
What was the name of your show? The Refried?
The Refried Comedy. Refried Fridays Comedy.
I heard about
that. So we were there so many years. So for me, it was like when I decided I want to do Spanish comedy, I had to go back to open mics. Meaning I went to Mexico and now it came out of my pocket. Now I would pay a ticket to fly to Mexico City to beg for time in the open mics.
What channels were, or what was like the network that were popping back then? Galavisión, right? And like for comedy, I think it was like.
No, I'm going way school, bro. I'm going there, bro. I'm going Luis de Alba, way.
Sick
now to go managing him, that's another big moment for me.
You manage him?
I manage this guy.
Woo!
Tururus, bro. Juan Camané, Luis de Alba.
Sick ass. What the fuck?
Yes, bro.
So, why don't you open up with that, fool? That's like a staple here.
Dude, he always like just plays it off.
Yeah.
Like the other time I was like, "Hey, so Moon Towers, yeah, is that a good show or what?" I'm like, "Bro, what are you doing? This is the sickest show."
Yeah, it was cool, man.
He just does cool shit. His whole life, dude. His whole life he's done cool shit.
Bro, not all my whole life. I have fucked up
shit. He's an engineer, bro.
Yeah.
Before he was an engineer when he was like 21.
Sick ass fool.
No, 23, bro. I was 23 when I was an engineer.
Damn, you managed that guy. That's pretty crazy, huh?
How the fuck is that fool? He was crazy or what?
This was one of my biggest moments. So my dad never really thought I was funny because it's English stand-up, bro.
Here we go.
So my dad would go, "Hey, bro.
Hey, we're opening the lid now."
Yes. So I'm an engineer. And I go tell my dad, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to quit my job as an engineer to become a stand-up." My dad was losing his shit. Eres un pendejo. Eres un pendejo. ¿En serio? Con eso. Así, güey. If he had that horn, he would have played it too.
He was like, "Oh, yeah.
Eres un pendejo." Dice, "Este baboso, hoy, Julia, hoy." Telling my mom, este baboso. Va a contar chistes. And I was like,
a ver, cuéntame uno ahorita.
No, and he would say, your jokes suck.
Damn.
And I'm like, "Dick, I just started. And it's in English. You don't even understand what the fuck I'm saying." No me gustaron. So, he was a big fan of Luis de Alba. So, I met the producer that was bringing him to Los Pinos here in Southgate.
Remember Los Pinos?
Yeah.
So, I was doing comedy for like 2 years. And I remember I told Joe, "Hey, let me open up for the guy." and he booked me.
Oh,
and I
real?
opened up his show with like 5 minutes, and they gave me tickets, and my dad showed up. And for my dad, this is his idol when it comes to comedy. Like, this is his idol, and this was the first time my dad ever saw me in Spanish.
Quiero ser comer. Quítese aquí, pinche chamaco.
Nomás cuando tengas tickets a Luis de Alba, te voy a aceptar.
Like that. So I came back crying with my tickets. Papá, viene Luis. Yes. So I got to open up for him, and my dad went, and he's like, all right, you're a comic. I was like,
yeah.
By this time, I had already done a show on MTV called Chico and Guapo on MTV, an animated series. I was the voice and the writer for the show. And my dad was still like, este baboso perdiendo el tiempo, haciendo sus babosadas. I was like, dude, I'm on MTV, but my dad didn't see MTV. He didn't give a fuck.
Dude, I just bought you a car, dude.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? No, I get that, bro. I get that 100. Yeah. Damn,
but
you're opening my lid now.
Is
like,
that how it happens for you?
Now,
let's break it down.
Okay.
Fuck you, fucking. Only because you look like a therapist
let me
from
ask
Santa Monica.
How does that make you feel?
Where did I get all of these opportunities? Where am I getting all these opportunities? In Hollywood.
Oh, shit.
I was lucky enough to hit the Hollywood Improv stage, and producers, directors, other actors, other showrunners, they're hanging out because their job is to find talent, and they're lazy. They don't want to leave Hollywood. So they're comfortable going to a Hollywood Improv, and they go, oh, hey, Richard, you want to do this? Yeah, let's do that. That's how it happens.
They just want to, like that strip, that Sunset Strip is literally like.
That's where you're going to hang out. That's where you're going to make friends.
Take your advice with that. I'm going to take a notepad and just go to every fucking.
Do you know why people join fraternities? Or sororities?
For the brotherhood and the benefits, right?
Okay, what's the brotherhood?
It's for nepotism, right? So you can fucking get jobs when you're out of college. So you can get
I'm a bro.
Okay. That's why people go. That's why people go and join Freemasonry and all that.
That shit. Nepotism.
Nepotism.
And that's a lot of it is in comedy, bro.
Everybody. Is that Moon Rising or Moon Landing?
Half a moon.
But any headliner wants to take somebody that he can hang out with and fucking chill.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to show up to a comedy club and be like, oh, fuck this dick. You know, now I'm stuck in Chicago alone. I'm going to go wonder because I don't like this dick.
Yeah.
So what does a headliner do? He says, nah, I'm bringing my feature. At least I have one guy to hang out with, and I'm not there alone. 2 plane tickets. Let's go, bro. Let's go to Chicago. Yeah. All right, cool. Now you hang out with somebody. That's what Tom does. That's what the Bird does. That's what all these guys do.
So let me ask you this, piggybacking off of that. You've done the road, right? And then, like, what do you describe the road like? Like, is it lonely? Is it fucking? Are you that type of fool that like, oh, I need a buddy and shit, or like, or you read a book or what? Like, what do you do on the road? You read a book.
I'm the kind of guy that gets up if I'm on the road and I go walk around the downtown area. Yeah. Like we're staying at the hotel. I know usually it's next to the venue, so we'll go and I'll walk around the downtown area, get something local, bro. Yeah. Get on a bird, get on a lemon, or whatever the fuck they're called. So
you for sure go to the movies, bro.
Yeah,
yeah. You go to
a 3:00 movie.
Yeah, I've been with them. I went to a matinee.
Yes,
we watched Fast and the Furious 9. Fucking family.
Yeah, family.
A big ass popcorn for sure. The biggest with butter all over.
All over.
You fucking know. We did that thing where you put straws in the popcorn.
And you whip out the
butter in the straw.
Package.
Do you want? Yeah, exactly. Do you know why this is happening? Because my wife's not there to fuck up the movie. You know what I mean? She's not gonna. Hey, what's this? It's boring. Let me go to the bathroom. Oh my God.
How are you gonna watch a movie about family without your wife? Without your wife and your kids?
How do you know it was about family?
Yeah, I haven't even. I don't watch those movies anymore.
They're so dumb, dude. We were cracking up.
They were waiting to space. They were in space, bro. Come on, bro. That's the views in space. You gotta be funny.
Come on,
the funniest shit is like when
you went to space in a Nova.
Yeah.
Dude, the funny, like he's like, there's parts in the movies where it's supposed to be suspenseful and like serious.
Yeah.
And then they hit these stupid dialogue or something stupid happens, and now it's in a serious moment, the theater bursts out laughing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not even just me that thinks it's dumb. We all agree
it's
this shit is stupid.
Se la rayaron.
See, no. Once the car hit space, bro, I was like, oh, come on, bro. Like, you did this knowing that you will never do ever another fucking
I like when he was in space and he's full on in space and he's like,
still I like the wheels are getting
like, savage ass fucking Vin Diesel, bro. But let me pick your brain on what's been. working in a writer's room and being like, you grew up in Compton, bro. Let's talk about that, and then let me ask you that. You grew up in
Compton.
Yeah, you're you know, I don't want to really put your business out there unless you're
like
allowed.
Ernesto does. Oh.
Yeah, but like there was
known.
You know, there were some some felonies involved and all that shit, and you went from that to, like he said, like you've done some cool shit in your life from being from Compton to becoming now this headliner, and then now you talked about being in a writer's room. What's that like? Like being in do you have a team, or is it just you and a desk and fucking everything has to just leak out of your brain, or is it like fucking you get hey, you know what's funny, a tag or?
The way it works, very simple, guys. You'll be in a room just like we're sitting here. The showrunner, which is the guy that tells you what's okay, how we're gonna do it, is if it's possible, and he starts putting together the story. He's there with the talent. Basically, Orlando Jones was our talent. Sorry, and so.
We're just throwing.
I farted, but you guys didn't even hear.
But
that. I wanted to too.
So it's all of us, and they go, okay, guys, we need episodes, and they'll describe first. You have to get a clear understanding of who your characters are, because you're coming in to write for a show. Mm-hmm. If you create your own show, you know all of this,
right?
But if I hire you as a writer, I want you to come in as a writer. Mm-hmm. You don't know what the fuck you're writing about, so you need to familiarize yourself with the characters. Who are they? Because you're going to write for them. If he's a grumpy fool, don't get him all happy and saying hooray.
Yeah.
It's defeating the purpose. He's a grumpy guy. He's going to have a smarky line and some racist shit. The other guy's goofy. He's going to say some goofy fucking line. So once you get established the characters, they say, okay, guys, give me opening scenes. What is the first episode? Ideas for the first episode. Everybody then gets to pitch 3-4 ideas. So you get 4 ideas. This is on Tuesday. We're told what we need to do. On Wednesday, we come back with our ideas. Say, okay, pitch. Well, what about this? What about that? Everybody goes, okay. And then goes, the guy there, the census guy goes, nope, can't say that. Move it this way.
Damn.
Okay, what about this and this? Nope, can't do that. Do it this way. And then you start putting you into a box, bro. They'll start literally limiting every idea you have to, like, no, you can't say that. Well, that's kind of racist.
It's kind of something that's funny. He said, I would get down. Because you do have to get comfortable. The more you work for other people, or the more like people are paying you to do jobs.
Yeah,
you got to be comfortable with like criticism, like literally for them to be like, that sucks. What else you got? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it would be like, come on, guys, no, I'm not. Stop.
Meanwhile,
they'll stop you in the mid fucking pitch. Like, you'll go, okay, so
they'll be like, okay, stop, you're a faggot. Come on, guy.
Yeah.
You know,
like, what are you, American?
They shit all over you. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not like that, but they fucking tell you, hey, that's not gonna make it.
Extremist over here.
Because they don't
paint a picture.
And they're pitching that way because they don't want to waste their time writing. Right now, we're still not writing. Dialogue has not come in yet.
Right.
This is just the premise.
Storyboarding. Yeah, I get you.
So, okay, before you start putting in dialogue, we just need to know it's going to pass. Okay, pass. Okay, write it up.
Like, the reason I picked your brain on that is because, like, so a group of comedians have started a little, like, collective to write these sketches, like these TikToks and stuff. And, like, shout out to Better Court Productions and the team behind that. But, like, I get writer's block, bro. And I just, like, I don't know what it is, fool. I just can't, like, share my ideas, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is fire. Like, this is fire.
Do you know what you can do?
I'm doing
and you don't do it.
Like that. Not even like that. It's just like, I don't want to mention it because I don't want to get that rejection, bro. I'm really bad with rejection.
But just like, get rejected.
Inside, you know, and I'm not that type of dude that, like, oh, I can't take no. I can take a no, but in my head, I'm talking mad shit, you know? And then, I don't know, bro. I got some fucking autism to deal with.
But this is easy to solve, bro. What you want to do is do what improvers do to write. People from Saturday Night Lives, people from Matt TV, this is what they do. You run through it. Do the sketch.
Yeah.
Just improvise a sketch right now. What is it? Okay, bro, I had an idea about a guy like Jesus. So Jesus comes in and catches us doing the podcast, right? And then he'll come and he'll start, okay, you're going to hell. Yeah, and he starts explaining it to us. Okay, let's improvise, okay? And at the end, you're going to die. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Yeah.
And you just improvise. And improvisers that are doing them write their sketches like this Saturday Night Live. That's how they write.
And I think it's also from you got to get comfortable like with bombing. I think that's how it comes in handy. So
I'm getting real comfortable with that.
When you go out and you perform, dude, I bombed for like 2 years before I was funny. You know what I mean? And I thought that's the worst part is I was like I thought I was funny, but then I was so not.
Thank God you didn't know exactly what you were fucking sounding like, bro. Because if you would have quit. If you wouldn't know what you sounded like, you were like, "Oh fuck, no!" I stopped myself. I go back, go back.
No, but that's where you got to get comfortable with bombing, and you got to get comfortable with failure and fucking losing and taking L's because, like, I mean, it doesn't matter if you take a fucking 100,000 L's when you get that fucking dub, bro. It's like, suck my dick.
Now, if you write the way I'm telling you to write. Yeah. Not only will you get comfortable in acting, meaning it's not the first time you're running through it, so you'll give yourself an opportunity to play more. So by you writing this way, by just sketching it out this way, by doing it live, the time when you're ready to act, it'll be so simple because you ran it through so many times just to develop it.
Right.
You know
I get you. It's like it'll be like second nature.
So now when you act, you're not all stiff. You've been running this over and over just to develop it. So try it that way. That way you don't have to sit out and just write, and then grab a group of guys that are willing to play with you. No, not like that, bro. Like, I mean, improvise.
Very progressive. We're very progressive. I got a vest on.
Listen, look at that hat. If that doesn't tell you how progressive we are,
it's a Polaroid hat.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
These are primary colors.
It's a pole for sure.
No, you guys can't read it. It says por el hoyo. That's what that says. It says por el hoyo. So, it's not Polaroid. Por el hoyo.
So, like American Illegals, bro, your podcast, you can see that on Instagram. You can follow them at American Illegals. YouTube live every when?
Every Tuesday night at 8:00.
Yeah, for sure. And it's you, Joe Bertrand, and your producer, but Joe Bertrand couldn't be here. Shout out to that guy. He has like some indie movie coming out called $60. Check that out too. I'm pretty sure American Legal is gonna promote that. But like, what does the podcast future look like? Like I've seen some episodes, bro. You guys are funny, bro. I'll just lay that shit out there. If you guys want to see three fools just get together and just shoot the shit, that shit is fire. But like, what do you guys have any like shows coming up, or like how to explain this? Do you guys have any like goals, like, or are you guys just fucking podcasting?
At least for me, it was. I just want to get to 27 episodes, like literally just 27 episodes, because a lot of people will go, bro, you don't even have 27 episodes. I don't know why that's the number, but that's the number that the industry picked. So if I'm somebody or anybody. Even if you have relationships with certain comics, go, bro, you just started, bro. Like
what?
Like some comics get very standoffish. Like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then you're not gonna do it ever again. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so in the past, I've had other podcasts, including my own, where because of lack of talent and not knowing how to operate my own equipment, I couldn't continue to produce my own podcast. Same. So it's always been the downfall. So for me, it's been like, if I can make this podcast go 27 episodes, then I'm putting all full force behind it. Yeah. Sponsors are coming in. I can go ahead and tell them, look, we're ready. Look, the talent is ready. We had to get comfortable with each other before I can go knock on a sponsor and say, hey, that was just my personal goal. This is what I said for myself. If I can keep the group going for 27 episodes and also be independent from my engineer and say, fuck it. I want to be able to be responsible and say, I got to deliver every single Tuesday. If they're going to show up, I got to show up with my equipment working. So I think we're getting there. And now that we're getting there, now we're going to expand to shows. Like we'll bring the live show. Like the three of us will be on stage, and then we bring other guests, and we'll call it American Illegals Comedy Stand-Up.
Yeah, that's fire. The name is tight. I like the name. American Illegals. Fuck it, dog.
But that's the next few months. That's what we want to do in the next few months.
For sure.
For me, it was kind of the same thing. Like what he said, started out like a podcast, and then it was just,
get familiar
with lack of fucking of knowing how to. I'm not a very technical guy, so I don't know how to fucking use computers like that. Like
but Rocky Polaroid over here.
That's a camera. I can fucking with a camera. I'll take a picture. I'll take a fucking picture.
I'll take a picture right now with the lavendo.
But so I had a podcast too, and I just ended up like not being able to keep up doing it, and and it's also it's hard when you're doing it by yourself, because I was doing it by myself, right? So it's hard when you're doing it by yourself. Sometimes it's easy, you really have shit to talk about, but sometimes you really just got to pump out the episode. And I'm just like, what the fuck? It started to feel like, I can't fucking do this. But then, for example, me and Joe, I've known him since he started stand up. First, I hated him. Then he grew on me. Now I love him. You know.
Now they're fucking.
So now they're Polaroids.
You gotta say my shit, but I can't say your shit. Everybody knows. All right, whatever. All right, fuck it. I thought we were sharing.
And so I have I've known him forever. We fucking just talk. We can just talk forever about shit. We always argue about whatever. So I'm like, I know we're funny together. And then Richard's a fucking vet at stand up. He's a fucking, he's obviously a funny guy. And he fucking gives a shit all the time, So it's not like he's not shy on going in on us either. So it's just a good I guess dynamic. We all kind of work together.
Yeah. I'll be honest with them. I treated them the shit the first day, and they didn't cry. That's the only reason they stayed.
I don't know. I don't know why all these headliners. That's the move. You guys don't know shit, and then fucking they break you down for a week, and then after a while you're just like, all right, I'm.
I know. I seen you guys at the what was it, the Ontario Improv? You guys. Damn, that shit was a packed fucking show, bro. That time,
that
shit was good, bro. I was like, I watched this. I saw Joe fucking do his thing. He was up there looking like one of the waiters and shit. But
I was like, why would you a waiter in New Balances?
Bro, like you're the fastest waiter or what? But yeah, after seeing him do his thing, I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker killed it. And then I saw you go up, and then I saw your set, and I enjoyed it, bro. And I was in there like. Cool. I didn't want to be like in the green room and shit, like cool guy. And I just sat there around the.
I know. I tried. I brought you in the green room just come check it out.
Yeah.
And then, but fucking Nick Lanny and then Johnny Gold were already in there, and I was like, what the fuck? There's already hella people in here.
Yeah.
But it was
like
cool.
people don't. Yeah, the green room's not a fucking lounge either. Like it's not a big ass place. It's like a small little corner just for like the comics.
It's funny. I'm working. Okay, so Clark used to be the manager and general manager for the Improvs in the West Coast. Mm-hmm. He was in charge basically of the entire West Coast. And he ran the Ontario Improv for many, many years. And he was the big chief there. He was the one that was booking. He was the one that would call for the comedians and stuff like that. And now he is doing a podcast with me called Behind the Green Room Door. Yeah. And this is one of the things that he discusses in the green room. At our club, at the Ontario Improv, we know when we have amateur hour, dude. It's when everybody's inside of the green room, like nobody's respecting the tab, like it's a fucking mess. It says when we have real headliners, they come. The opening acts know to wait outside till the headliner says you can come in. Like there's some etiquette to that green room. Mm-hmm. You leave before the next show starts. Like. There's a certain etiquette, and Definitely. To not know that etiquette, like for you to lounge inside a green room that is not yours, it's a big no-no. It's a big no-no, bro. So this is Clark saying it. Like Clark is saying, you're not on the show, don't be in that green room. Yeah. This is not 100%. For you to socialize.
Yeah,
now,
not in that show.
If the guy that's running the show is calling you inside and wants to have a conversation with you, then that's fine. I'm friends with Russell Peters, but if it's his green room, I won't go in. I'll stand outside. He says, Rich, come on in, man. Sit down. All right, cool. Yeah. I won't enter till even though we're good friends, I got to wait till he says it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cause, like, as much fun as we're having and stuff, and as much as, like, you get carried away, I think a lot of people also, too, forget that it's a job, and we're literally just at work. You know what I mean? And no matter how much fun you're having, there's still should be some fucking...
Yeah. And listen, and he talks about that. You like going to work. It's something that's acceptable for you to come a little tipsy. That's fine. But you're hammered and you're being an idiot and you're being disrespectful and all that shit. They'll never want you back.
Yeah.
The big clubs. If you want to work at the big clubs, maybe here they're 86 and they'll have you next day. But if you want to go into big clubs, they're gonna ask you to please respect the venue. Like if you were going to work, that's your supervisor that night. Your office is that stage, but your supervisor is still the guy that's gonna cut that check at the end of the night.
Yeah, that's one of the things I learned early on in stand up is then there would be comics where they'll come into an open mic and then they'll just do one open mic, because they go into that open mic and then they get up and then they get fucked up and it's all about the party and they hang afterwards.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, that's Guilty. It. At the end of the night they only did one spot, and like I kind of caught that on early on. So I would just be like, that's one of the reasons I do so many spots, because I'll get up at one spot and then I'll still watch a couple more comics just to support the venue, and then I'll hit a different spot if I can, because it's already hard enough as it is, there's already so much competition and so much shit going on that you got to try to fucking get in as many hours or as much time as you can a day. Yeah. Especially for us where we're not headlining, so we're not doing a show where it's an hour, or we're not doing like a show where it's 30 minutes that you're doing like consecutively, on stage at a time. So you have to go around town and you're 5 minutes here, 7 here, 3 here, so you got to just try to get in 20 minutes or some shit like that, or half an hour a day on stage, so you got to run out there.
I'd rather do that than hang out. Now,
that's what I'm saying.
If I was going to drink and hang out after a show, would be when I was in Hollywood. Why? Because people that are there are drinking also. People that are drinking say things they shouldn't have said. Like, hey, come to the studio tomorrow. Here's my card. Yeah. I'm going to fucking get you in the movie. Yeah. And you're like, okay.
Interesting.
The guy here in Linwood is only going to say, hey, bro.
¿Te gusta chivo? ¿Te gusta chivo?
Una bolsita, bro. That's the only thing he's going to encourage you to waste the last fucking money you have in your pocket. Yeah. Go get some perico. Yeah. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen in Hollywood. That's probably going to happen there too. But at least he'll give you a fucking spot in the movie. Yeah. This guy's not going to give you a spot in the movie.
Yeah. And you'll probably go halfsies on it too.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
So who do you want to hang out after a show?
Opportunity
and
or no opportunity, practically.
Is hang out with the people and create a relationship with the people that are going to hire you. Yeah. Be amongst wolves.
Only do coke if they're producers or.
Of course.
It's a good move. It's a good move to be a small fish in a big pond instead of being the big fish in the little pond, I'd rather be in a huge pond and try to fucking,
that's just you fucking
crazy. And listen, there's only so many Jesus Trejos, Richard Villas in the world, and George Lopez's. How many white comics are there? 1 million, but I need a Mexican one. Or I need one that's bilingual, or I need one that
I know, food. Being bilingual is like a superpower of mine.
Now it is, and I can't even use it. I gotta go to like that X-Men school where they gotta teach me how to use my powers.
That's funny. That is funny, bro.
Because I have no idea. I'm just like, sometimes they come out and people are like, "That's good. Oh, you should say that."
I come out in a wheelchair with my mind going, "No se dice hacemos, es somos."
I know, bro. I get corrected by my family all the time, dog. But we're getting to the point of the podcast, bro, where we let we do a segment here of the podcast called Let's Talk About It, where we let our guests imagine their perfect taco, or you could create a brand new taco, bro, or you could go straight to your like regular go-to taco. Like, so for you, Richard, let's talk about it. What would be like your go-to, or you could imagine a brand new taco? Like, how would you get down?
I'll go dessert with a taco, bro.
Dessert taco.
Choco taco, ice cream truck.
No, but there's levels to this thing.
Tiramisu.
Yeah, there's 2 levels. Diabetes 1, diabetes 2.
So what we're gonna get the churro mix. The churro mix.
Okay.
You see, follow me.
As a tortilla.
As a tortilla, of course. That's a tortilla, the churro mix.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
I got you with the churro mix, right? Okay. Funny, see, right now, there's a guy in a swap meet going like, I'm gonna write this shit down. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, fuck around.
Catch that shit at Plaza Mexico next
week. So. What we do is we actually get it, and then we're gonna, like American style, put in the hot oil so it creates a little curve in the stainless steel. So when we get out, it's a hard shell taco, actually, that will come in, and then we're gonna squirt like whipped cream inside of it.
I want to say squirt.
Oh, this fool said a fucking.
I want to say squirt.
So we're just getting there. We're just getting there. And then I am personally flavor. My favorite is Rocky Road ice cream. So then we're gonna go with a little bit of chocolate, and we're gonna put marshmallows, nuts in there.
That's so fat. You're going crazy right now.
You're licking your lips
You're
right
going crazy right now. I see it in his eyes. He's like wants it.
Beefed up right now.
He's thought about this. He's thought about this for years.
Why is this happening?
Exactly. No, this gets better.
Marshmallows.
We put the ice cream. Listen.
Big kid.
We put the ice cream on top. The chocolate ice cream on top. Because Rocky Road is my favorite. Then we, just like they deep fried ice cream.
Oh Lord!
We're gonna put crumbs of cereal around the ice cream on top of the taco, and then we're gonna deep fry it again, and it will be a deep fried taco dessert. It is actually
bro,
deep fried.
It's illegal in 9 states and shit.
Yeah, it'll kill you.
That seems excessive.
This motherfucker
the reason
a churro cannoli cereal,
exactly. Exactly, but it's a churro, but it's double dipped. It's because it has to be.
I'm hearing a lot of words: churro, cannoli. I hear taco once.
Listen,
it was supposed to be a taco.
A taco dessert taco.
Yeah,
it's a deep fried taco.
Okay.
With the ice cream, and it's a deep fried ice cream once you dip it.
I really only have one comment, question, and or concern. Is I just don't like how you put the shell and then you put in the whipped cream and then the other topping. Mm-hmm. I feel like it should be the shell, all the toppings, whipped cream.
See, that's where you're wrong.
That's just,
okay.
So I used to be a pastry chef.
Okay, so here's where we tried that.
We tried that in the company
because you need to deep fry the outside of it, and the only thing consistency that can hold on to that.
I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying.
And so it had to stay. The whipped cream had to be inside. See, right? So for us to deep fry again, it would spill all out. So that's why we went reverse.
Well, I'm crying, bro.
So listen, right. Listen. When you're right, I don't know if you know Man versus Food. Remember the show?
You definitely thought about this.
Yes, I'm saying. Yes. So, dude, you don't even know. It's been 10 years. I've been waiting to answer that question. I've been waiting for this question in 10 years. So now that I have it,
let's talk about it, bro. You just revolutionized the game right now.
So I know there's somebody right now writing it down, going, "This motherfucker's a genius. I'm gonna fucking get my kids to college." So the reason there's no Man versus Food, remember that show? Mm-hmm. The guy died eating this taco, bro.
That's what happened. He pitched the idea. Guy died on pilot.
He tried it. Boom, died. That's why you don't see the show anymore. Guy's dead.
Yeah, Man versus
Google
Food,
it.
Yeah. Fuck, that was funny, bro. That was very funny. I mean, you don't have to top it, food. It's not a competition, but you can... Asada.
No, I'm not gonna.
I mean, that was just my creative way of looking at taco.
I don't know if I'll top it. I would like a maybe like a bald eagle like taco.
Fire, America.
You know, rotisserie a bald eagle, and then I want you to like, you know how they get like shred cheese but I want you to do like a rhino horn. You know what I mean? Just get it right on the taco.
Just the rhino horn.
Shavings, rhino horn shavings on my taco. You know what I mean? And a nice little mango habanero penguin sauce.
The guy that does the guy that does bionicos in the summit going like, a la verga, no rhino horn.
Yo,
I just want the most illegal taco.
That's the most like illegal, exotic, like only Masons, only fraternity brothers have it.
Y'all better not give me money.
Hey, bro, you want dolphin tears?
A dolphin tear?
Instead of salt, it's dried dolphin tears. It looks like the pink Himalayan salt.
Yeah.
Dolphins cry pink. Google it.
What?
Yes.
Oh my
Facts.
God, bro. This is fucking hilarious.
No cap.
This motherfucker went exotic, bro. He wants the Jumanji taco.
Would you try bald eagle, bro? Just because?
Fire. Yeah, dude.
Right? Just I mean, you know it's illegal.
I would want the feet as a keychain or something. You know, just to let people know.
I wouldn't want
Tracy. Like your hand size.
Bro, that is a felony. That is a felony. You're walking around with a loaded weapon.
Yeah, that's
no, motherfucker. You're gonna go to jail for a fucking eagles.
For a gallo foot.
Everybody keeps confusing it with a gallo.
You know what?
It's a bald eagle.
I just saw the manager. A gallo hero had one, and I was like, I want one too.
I seen some shit like that, a little like hoof and shit, little baby goat hoof. That's just fire. Damn, you guys really killed it on that one. I was not expecting all this fucking American Illegals. Go watch the podcast if you think that shit was funny. Bro, I'm telling you, when they have guests, they roast the fuck out of the guests. They pick their brains, and it's three fucking fools just being fools and shit. I love it, bro. I actually watch it live when you go on. You gotta edit the fucking the name, the tags.
Yeah,
I already did.
Yeah, all right.
I already did. I'm on it.
We lost an engineer. Give us a
break, bro. We lost an engineer, bro. I'm engineering. We lost
somebody, bro. We're hurt.
Hey,
look at us. We're hurting.
If you have anybody out there that does OBS, I'm looking for somebody that can do OBS. It's a paid gig. So
OBS.
I actually do have someone. I will refer you.
Please, even if I hire him for one day, I'm actually.
I like his hair right now. Do you remember when like Hitler went on stage first? And he had like his hair was perfect, but the longer he got into a set, it was like,
I have like a fucking.
Was in his face.
Sweaty,
bro, you have a mullet. You're a tacuache, bro. Are you a tacuache?
Yeah, cut.
He was conceived to Marco Antonio Solis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
100%.
All right.
I have fucking spiderwebs, dog. Fucking imagine.
I'm sorry, we keep interrupting. Go on, sir.
No, it's cool, bro. You guys. This podcast has been one of the fires podcasts we've done and shit.
God damn, how bad were the last ones?
I felt like we were bombing.
Nah, dude,
not gonna say.
God damn, how bad were they?
In my opinion, I love being with comedians and riffing, bro. I love the riff of a group of comedians that can kick it and get their ego involved and they don't like fucking start like
How old are you, bro?
I'm 29.
You're 29 years old.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, bro. That's pretty... And you started how long ago?
1 year in the beginning of this year.
Beginning of this year. All right, bro. You don't got time to waste, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I gotta get to it.
You got the Oaxacan gene. He looks 12.
Yeah, but you look young, bro. So you can pull it off. Shit.
Bro, I'll be up there like, yeah, I'm
bro.
22.
And you got that look, bro. Like you just crossed. Like I can
thanks,
see it.
bro. You look like an Indio, and you're young and you're old, but like, hurry up.
Yeah, you're
like,
good.
Damn, take a tip for the
You're
tips.
good, bro.
All right, but we're getting down to fucking Imagine Food, big dog.
Okay.
Imagine Food is one of our staple fucking segments here at the Little Brown Boys podcast, where we let our imaginations as foods go wild, bro. Like, since it's spooky season, you can see we got the fucking calaveras. All those tres arañas are my exes. This is dried up jizz from one of the rags. But if you had to fight one ghost or killer, dog, who would it be and how would you kill that fool?
If I had to fight?
And it could be like, if you could fight. Like, if you had to, like, fight one ghost or killer, it could be Chucky, fucking Mike Myers, or you could, like La Llorona, Chupacabras. Or, like, how would you fight them and how would you kill that fool, dog? Like, where would it be the fight and shit?
Who would fight? I think Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
You would
Freddy
get
Krueger.
First of all, you would get wrecked, bro.
Yeah,
No,
Freddy
no.
Krueger's a savage,
That
bro.
fool's jacked.
If I
Like, he's
can
not
fight
jacked,
it-
he's like toned.
Listen,
you know he has
listen.
abs.
He
Bro,
doesn't eat chocolate
You know he has
fucking
abs.
covered.
listen. You didn't say with this body. If I had an
Oh,
ability
okay.
to fight, fucker.
Yeah,
If
bro.
If
Well,
I have
we're
an
just making
ability to
shit up
fight.
now.
Now, second, if you see the trilogy of Freddy Krueger.
Did I watch the Dream Warriors?
Bro,
Please.
of course.
Did I watch
Where
the
they can
trilogy?
imagine the superpowers
Yeah.
in the dream.
The wheelchair kid could walk.
Exactly.
I got it.
right?
Savage.
Okay.
I know exactly what he's
so
talking about.
This is where I'm going with this because I already know this is possible. Okay. I would dream that I would just be a fucking monstrous fucking gorilla
The Brock
motherfucker.
Lesnar of
Exactly.
Spanish
The
comedy.
yeah. And I'd have like Wolverine fucking blades and I just fucking rip this motherfucker apart just because I want the glove. I think the glove is cool.
I like how you fucking went claw ver claw.
Yes,
that's
of
pretty
course.
cool. Yeah,
I don't want to shoot him.
a bunch of cheat.
That's a bitch move.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to be bigger than him and fucking have those fucking
Oh,
blades.
well, maybe
So, dog.
that's a bitch move.
I mean-
I just want to be way bigger and beat his ass.
Well,
Like,
motherfucker, he
like-
said if you have the skills,
Hey, man.
and I use a
Freddy
loophole,
Krueger?
it did happen and it could happen.
Freddy
because
Krueger,
we've seen
Brock
it.
Lesnar body with Wolverine fucking
Thanks,
bro.
yes.
Sick ass fool.
All right.
There you go. You pick your monster now. It can't be the same one.
Honestly, I have
You
two.
could go real killer
You know.
too. See,
I'm
real
gonna
serial
go.
killer.
I want to go heads up, 1-on-1. Just catch a quick friendly with
A fucking 30-second body in the
yeah,
restroom.
just real quick with the Jack the Ripper. You know, you
Oh,
guys know
from
Jack the Ripper,
from
like the very first serial killer.
Right.
He was never caught, so I just feel like
He's a bitch.
like
He's still a
I
bitch.
feel like I could get him. Like if you know what I mean. Like if I could go back
Normal
in time,
you, just normal you.
yeah, just normal me, regular
You
me.
think you could find him?
To hell, he's first of all he's
First
British.
of all, I have an iPhone.
First of all, he's British. You know what I mean? I don't know. Are they tough?
You know what? Then I
They-
would have. Okay,
That's
so
funny.
if it's a real person, we're talking reality skills. I would say Rich Ramirez. Because I was
I think he would wreck you.
I was
Yeah.
10.
He
I
would-
was 10. No, listen.
That
I
man
was
had
10 at the
autism.
He'll
time.
give you like those shots where he like winds up and he hits you in the
Yeah.
Richard Ramirez?
You know he's a body hit guy.
Yeah.
Richard Ramirez was a fucking meth head, bro.
Yeah, he was one of the first meth heads.
If there's anybody who's a fucking homeless dude, he slept in the street. If there's anybody I could feed up was Richard Ramirez, bro.
Man.
If you see the documentary,
He would be
guy
in the-
was wearing the cheapest fucking tennis shoes from Walmart. Take
Because he was
Target.
quick.
Yeah, he was quick with
Still
a
fast as
Bullshit.
fuck, boy.
They were the cheapest
Fast
tennis
as
shoes
fuck,
you could
boy.
buy at the time.
this motherfucker.
That's how they knew these cheap ass tennis shoes.
Bro, if Richard Ramirez does this time, he'd be on fucking Sunset Boulevard in one of those tents right now.
Yeah, bro, that's what would be Rich Ramirez.
Just killing on stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
You would never even know. Actually,
See?
I wonder if there's like a homeless here. Probably.
yeah,
Huh?
But I would beat up Jack, and I would be like in like one of those like cobblestone streets. You know what I mean?
with
And
your
I just,
iPhone lit.
and I just want to knock up. I just want to hit him, and then he hits the back of his
I can
head
imagine
on
you
one of
just-
those cobblestone.
Bro, he
fucking-
kills hookers for a living. You don't think he has some skills?
You think you're? Oh,
You-
first of all, you think you don't think I'm stronger than a hooker? You don't
No,
think I'm
bro.
stronger than an 18th century hooker right now?
But I mean, he has to know some skills to like choke these bitches out and
Nah,
stuff like
he had
that.
a knife. He had like
Okay,
medicine and
weapons.
So he had weapons and shit like
Okay,
that.
okay.
So
I'm
he's
gonna
skilled with
back
those
up, back
weapons.
up.
Okay,
Damn, dog.
Okay, back up.
All right. Well, fuck.
Pull up on Jack the Ripper with a
sense.
Glock. Hey, what's up, homie? What's up?
Oh, so now you can't even
so it's handed.
fucking hand to hand.
He's gonna be like, duck. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
this motherfucker.
I want to fight him, and also just, I think. And for this one, I probably need like 2 years of working out beforehand.
Okay, but go ahead.
Osama bin Laden. Like if I can go back, because I feel like he probably knows jiu-jitsu.
Bro, he's on diet. What is it?
He's not a killer. He's
no,
he's a terrorist.
That's what
he was on dialysis, bro. Come on, you want to beat up a dialysis guy?
Peak him, because I feel like
he was always wearing
wearing like that. I feel like he's Piccolo. When he takes it off, it's like on the ground. And
he's like
jacked.
the fucking Arab Iron Man and shit.
Yeah, I feel like he's literally like.
It's not Arab either. I don't know what
bro,
he is.
And I know I can beat up Richard Ramirez because how did he get caught? Just dudes in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
they hit him with a pipe.
Well, bro, yeah, but it was like you can't run away from a fucking crowd. Like, just run away.
He got on the buzz. They caught him.
When the neighborhoods unite, fool, against you, dog,
damn,
it's tough,
bro. He's looking at the raza going, help me. No, fuck you.
Yeah, like,
I just like how it was like a hood Mexican neighborhood when it happened.
Yeah.
So I just know like they were like, oh, get him, it's that killer. Meanwhile, there's like 2 guys then in the crowd that have bodies too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like, yeah, but that
motherfucker, Richard Ramirez like, who the fuck are you?
Fool.
Yeah,
he's a weirdo,
serial killer.
That fool's weird.
All right, guys, it's been a great episode, bro. Honestly, man. American Illegals. We got Richard Villa. See him in his upcoming shows. You got any upcoming shows? You can plug whatever you want right now, bro.
All right. What do we have? I have shows in Fresno next week, guys. You can see me there. I'll be at the Haha Comedy Club this Saturday at 8:00. You can check me out. Also, what else? There's a bunch of stuff coming up, guys.
You have a website?
I have a website. My website is richardvilla.com, or you can find me at all my social media platforms as @RichardComedy or @RichardVillaComedy.
What's up, Ernesto?
That's it, Ernesto.
Let me fucking plug some shit. Okay, first of all, we got Monster Comedy Mash in Linwood, October 9th. Okay, so we're doing that. You guys can get tickets by going to my Instagram, clicking the link in my bio. You'll also see the rest of my dates. I'm doing stuff from, October 9th till the 29th. So I have maybe 8 or 9 dates. So you guys go to those, buy tickets to this 9th, and just come ready to have fun. Yeah.
Monster Mash here in Linwood. If you guys are natives here in Linwood, I recommend you guys go out for a night, have a good time. It's not an all-nighter. It's not a rager. It's literally a seated area. You see comedy. You go home. You buy merch if you want to, and then it's a good night. So it's nothing like no fucking drama. Leave that no outside tanks type shit.
It's a nice place, dude. The guy, it's like I said, that dude, he's the physical trainer and stuff. It's his dad's house or some shit, or their house. So the don is there too. Super respectful, you know. So just come down and have fun. It's totally like a community effort.
Just
everyone's
support your local
Don't go to their show. Go to my show. That's
all right, guys. We're fucking out of here.
Peace.